In less than 2 weeks, we're heading to upstate New York for the IMSA 6 Hours at Watkins Glen. And today, we're going to get the RV ready for its second endurance racing trip of the year. We've got a little maintenance to do and some gear to organize. It's going to be hard to top Sebring, but we're going to try to make this our best trip yet. I'm looking forward to the trip because IMSA is my favorite series. Watkins Glen's a fantastic track. They hosted F1 in the 70s, a lot of history there.
The US Grand Prix was first held here in 1961. 10 years later, extensive changes were made, which included adding more than a mile to the track. The new Glen was a vast improvement on the old, and it became very popular. But that could not prevent the almighty dollar from luring the United States Grand Prix away.
Also, I used to race there. I raced there 4 times in the Skip Harbor Regional Series, and I have a little bit of experience on the track, so it's fun to go see the cars race on that track that I used to race on. We pretty much have our race camping trips down to a bit of a science now. With the RV, everything's pretty much packed. The only thing we really put in here now is food and clothes. We'll get some more gas for the generator, but other than that, we're pretty good to go. This thing's stocked up with what we need. I mean, you guys probably already all seen the RV from the older videos, but we'll do a little tour this time. I haven't done a tour of the RV, what we got. So the RV is a Thor Motor Coach Chateau. 24F is the model. It's a 2017. We bought it with 10,000 miles on it. So not a bad deal for it. Everything's still pretty brand new. Generator had like 80 hours on it. Above the cab is the bunk. We have the full dinette here, which also converts to a bed. My dad usually sleeps on this thing. A lot of storage. This is where I keep all my electronic stuff, my computer, everything I need to edit, or game if I want to. And the same thing here. There's we have board games in here. A couple board games. I got a camera. There's a fan in this one, I believe, right now for this. Yeah, we got a fan here. So there's a lot more storage up there we can use if we needed to. I forgot what size this was. 37-inch TV up front here for the front of the RV. On this side we have our sink, kitchen area, regular propane stove with a 3-burner cooktop, as well as a microwave. This storage we keep all kinds of dishes or things to cook with up here. And above this stairs we have just stuff for going in and out or whatever we need to do for that. Up next we have our pantry, some slide out drawers here for utensils, dry food storage, stuff like that. Coming to the back we have a queen size bed with storage above that and some pillows I don't need for this trip. I have to take them out. Another TV back here for when you want to lay in bed and watch some TV. Got some windows too, let some light in, and you get some fresh air if you need to. All right, so back here, and the last part of the RV here is the bathroom with a shower. I got stuff in this thing for all kinds of stuff we need for toiletries, all that stuff. And above here we have main panel, generator switch, propane, battery, and fresh black and gray. Water heaters, you can do 110 or propane. The water pump, tank heaters for your black and gray tank. And when you come in, there's the lower switches here which power the inside outside lights. This is the main power switch here, the awning in and out, step lights down here, and the jacks for the stabilizer jacks. Let's take a look outside. All right, so coming out the door, we have our first container here outside, first storage container, just septic stuff. That hose is clean. I haven't used that one yet. This one is going to be it's usually for firewood for us, but for this trip it's going to be the grill and the pizza maker. And around the other side here, we have the big storage unit where we keep the smaller off-board generator and a fuel for it. Usually my leveling ramps I made wood, but they're too heavy. We're not going to bring those. I have the small regular, you see the regular blocks. Table in there, and we keep the chairs in here as well. This needs to be wiped down. It's all dirty in here, huh? Damn. And we got one on the side as well. We have in here for the trip our palm tree, projector, septic, which never used this before, but the septic ramp. So when you're dumping your tank, you have a nice, when you hook up at a campsite, it's good for that, but we never really do that, so usually boondock or harvest host it. This first door Underneath the slide is the propane, the electric, and then that big one on the left is the generator, the onboard generator. I will probably have to get propane before we take this trip. We're down a little bit on propane, just getting a little low, but we'll probably go one more trip. My wife and I will take the next weekend or whatever. So the stuff we mainly use at the track when we go camping is the chairs. If they allow fires, we use a solo stove or a fire for the campsite. The generator, but I think everything else is pretty much in the RV as far as cooking and stuff like that. I do have an outdoor grill, I have a table. Sometimes I'll bring the pizza oven, use the pizza oven to cook with. If you have some time at the campground, make some pizzas. I'd say what gets used most of our gear is the chairs, really, and the generator to run the power in the RV. So some track essentials that we're going to bring that you need when you go camping at a racetrack, because at a racetrack, usually the weather is always worse than it seems to be. If it's hot that day, it's hotter at the track. If it's cold that day, it's colder at the track. If it's raining that day, it's a lot wetter at the track. But some things we definitely bring with us. We bring sunscreen, a hat to protect from the sun. I see a lot of people at the track with ear protection, but I've been going to races for so long now, my ears are pretty much shot, so the cars don't seem that loud anymore, but they're not as loud as they used to be back right when I used to go to the racetracks back in the early 2000s. The cars have gotten a lot quieter with the turbocharged engine, so it's not as bad anymore. So we're leaving for the track June 26th. It's a Friday, and the race event is going to be from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a short drive to get there for us, at least from where we are. We're in Connecticut. It's only going out about 4 or 5 hours out to the Finger Lake region of New York, out in Watkins Glen. And it's a quick trip. It's not like going to Sebring. We took 2 days to get down there, 25, 26 hours, whatever it took. But it's much shorter, so it's not a big trip to plan for. We do still plan the route. We still plan out our fuel and try to conserve, as much as we can on the way out there. But it's not a long trip. We can leave the house early and make it there before or right during the main practice sessions. It's not bad. So one thing I do gotta fix today, though, is something minor. It's just the top to this the stove here. These bolts came loose. The old one's kind of like busted apart, so I gotta just replace them with some new ones I got from Tractor Supply. I'm gonna put them in there, get this thing back solid and put together. Now we're gonna fix this stove top now. I have the proper pieces, so we're gonna fix it now and get it working again. It's not easy with one person to do this. Need like 3 hands. That's right. Either we're gonna fix it or we're gonna break it. Lord. Big old fat fingers, all like these little nuts and bolts here. So the problem is I can't really reach underneath here. I have to take this whole thing off. Take the little grate off, I think, and have more room to work, maybe. We'll see. All right, I got the 4 in. Look at all these fingerprints now. I just gotta tighten this one up and we should be good to go. All right, I had to put the air on, so it might be tougher to hear me, but all set. Fixed, even though they don't match. Re-tightened up. These are the 2 original ones, right here and right here, that I gotta keep an eye on because they loosened up a bit too, so it's pretty sturdy now. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere while we drive. I gotta clean those fingerprints off real bad. But yeah, we'll pack up everything here and then call it a night. All right, it's about 1 week to leave for Watkins Glen now. I'm up here in Surrey, New Hampshire at a Christmas tree farm. Pretty nice spot here. Anyway, we're up here now just hanging out for the weekend. So the one thing we're keeping an eye on for the trip is the weather. Looks like the last time I checked, we're gonna get rain. There's a chance to rain all weekend for the track. So we're gonna see how that goes. And not like it's gonna really make a difference for us, but It'd be nice to have some, sunny weather, clear days, but we'll see how it goes. In the next video, we'll get on the road, head to Watkins Glen, and get set up for the weekend. If you like the video, just hit the subscribe button, like it, and leave a comment if you want. And we'll catch you on the, when we're at the track.